That's why y'all can't hear me. I need to turn the mic on. Let me see if it clicks on. That's why y'all can't hear me. I need to turn the mic on. Can y'all read lips? Oh my gosh. This is what's happening today, y'all. This is what's happening today. So I just went on a little short rant about why I'm late and really, it was just I was just talking about how people don't respect other people's time. That's not what I wanted to do with you guys, but my time was affected by somebody else, which affected my time, which made it to where I was 3 minutes late. Now, in general, overall, the general rule is there's a 5 minute grace period. So I was in that, but no excuses. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I needed to have better boundaries with this person and should have stated those boundaries. And when they ignore them, keep restating the boundaries and make it clear that this is the boundary. That's easy to do when it's something that you are the main person and the person to finalize that boundary. But when you have a boss that can override your boundary, or um somebody else that can override your boundary, that's hard. But when they do that, that's a situation that needs to be addressed. So I know you guys can hear me now that I turned my mic on. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't turn my mic on, but I'm glad I made it. I'm glad I made it here to you guys. What is that? Nope, that's not what I wanted to have yet. So anyway, this is the relationship. It's a relationship with others. Now, mind you, these relationships can be with our customers as well. If you're in retail, or our clients, if you do some type of professional, you offer some service or something, and our relationships with those people need to be um, um, nurtured, and at sometimes you need to put in place some boundaries, because if they're overstepping and being disrespectful of your time, then a boundary needs to be set in place. So for me, these people are coming in tomorrow, and I'm going to restate what my boundaries are. I'm not staying here overnight. I'm not staying here past 6 o'clock. I have a family, I have children that I need to tend to. I have a family, and I have children I need to tend to and to check on, and to I need my family time. I'm a single mom. It's just me. And if I'm not there, then they are not having a time with me. So at 6 o'clock, I will be shutting down and leaving. So boom, bang, pop. Mm? Of course, I'm not gonna say that last part, because that's not how you talk to customers, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna have to reset and reiterate what the boundaries are and make it clear these are the boundaries, okay? You can't just take up all my time all day and think it's only about you. There are other customers coming in. I have other appointments coming in. You have to respect that. You have to respect that, because especially if I tell you too. And these particular clients did or customers did that one time. And you know what I did? I respectfully removed their stuff off the screen and put up the stuff for my customer that walked in, and I said, "There's my appointment." They heard this customer talk to somebody else and said they had an appointment. They heard that and ignored it and tried to still keep going. I flicked and took off their design off the big screen and put on the design in the other one. He looked up and realized, he's like, "What's that?" I said, "That's my other customer's design, because they have got an appointment and we got to finish up. Period. We got to finish up." And so he tried to keep going, try to keep going. I said, "You know what? It's very disrespectful for me to not cut this short and tend to the person that has an appointment that you were, You are aware that I had an appointment coming in. It is disrespectful for me to make them wait. So I gotta cut this short. Email me what you need for me to do. This is what it is. You know? Shut it down. I don't have to do all the extra face stuff. I'm doing that now because I'm at home, y'all. I'm at home. And that's not how you talk to people, when you're being of service to them. But I was saying the same thing without the facial expressions. Right now, I'm a little tired, tad bit stressed out, um, because I don't like being late, and it's it's causes me stress. So, but it's right on time and right on point to what the topic is for today is the relationship with others. Do the relationships that we well, hold up. Let me back up. Let me woosah. Okay, let's restart that. My name is Bess. How are you? This is Single Moms Level Up event, which is day 4 of the Freedom to Be You, Strong and Beautiful. My name is Bess Parks. I'm the founder of the Single Moms Level Up um, movement. I'm the founder of Single Moms Level Up, and I am also the founder of the Single Moms Club private Facebook group. I always like to say hashtag Single Moms Level Up. And as you saw, that is how I regroup myself is some deep breathing. Um, but when I get tired, um, I get a little silly and sometimes have squirrel moments. And I came in rushed and everything, and that wasn't serving me well. So I had to regroup by taking some deep breaths. So, in our relationships, whether it be at work, whether it be at home, um, just out in public at the store, with our neighbors, these are all relationships that we actually need to nurture, participate in, and be conscious and present when we're in these when we are participating and being conscious of these relationships. So some relationships turn sour, and they cause you more stress than they cause you to be able to have a healthy relationship. So there's healthy relationships and unhealthy relationships. I'm not going to say good or bad because it's not a good or bad decision. It's a decision of somebody or both parties in the situation that have decided that this isn't working, or one person has decided that this isn't working, and so they decide to walk away and let it go. Um, you know, really no hard feelings or whatever, or sometimes there are hard feelings that we have to get over and work through, but relationships are important in our lives. Relationships are really what make the world go round, and love in those relationships will nurture and grow those relationships into um um important parts of our lives. But relationships, it's like saying Worcestershire. Relationships, affect our moods. Relationships affect how we see things. Relationships will either give to us or take away, or it is a give and take. We have to kind of, decide what relationships are working best for us. Is this a relationship where somebody's always taking from you and never giving? If that's the case, we might need to let that go. You know, we might need to let it go. And yes, and no, it's not easy. I know it's not easy. And I've had to do this myself, in love relationships, in some friendships. I've had some people walk away from me and tell me that it wasn't me. that they're making the decision to walk away, that it's not me, they're just making a decision to walk away. Um, I kinda sorta now realize that, yeah, it was me. I was in a very, self-centered mode and didn't realize I was in a self-centered mode. Somebody tried to label me as being selfish, but it wasn't selfishness. It was me being self-centered. It was, because I was very giving and have always been a giver, um, and, loving to people, but I was more concerned about my feelings, how I feel, and this, that, whatever, and not so much about the other person. Yes, I was a good listener, is what people called me, was a good listener, but half the time I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't listening. I heard them, but I wasn't listening. Um, but they couldn't tell the difference. So now I'm intentional when I'm in my relationships, and oftentimes I will repeat stuff. And sometimes some people that just don't understand that will get pissed off and mad that I'm repeating what I heard. I was like, but if you pay attention and I'm repeating something that's incorrect, then you know I didn't hear it correctly, and you could correct me and we could continue on with the conversation. But some people just want the conversation to go like this, pop, 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 pop. But that's not how we grow relationships. We grow relationships over time. We don't rush them. We don't uh, drag them or hold them back. We give people space to be who they are, just to be. Um, uh, we have started a or I started a podcast. Um, I started a podcast called Just Be. It's a Just Be podcast, and it's also a Single Moms Summer Series podcast. And it's just be, and we talk about being ourselves in every situation. And if somebody's not allowing us to be ourselves, maybe it's something in them, and it's not something that we need to fix, and we don't have to overdo things in that relationship to try to make it be what it needs to be. If that person is not willing to accept you as you are and where you are, and trying to push you into a place where you don't see that as being the vision for your life, it may be time to set some boundaries, and that person's not going to like the boundaries. I am learning to set boundaries and to honor and respect boundaries that I set for myself, because I set boundaries for myself and I set boundaries for other people that are in my life. I have to set these boundaries because I have been such a people pleaser in the past, and and being a people pleaser means we have no boundaries. We have no boundaries for ourselves, have no boundaries for other people. So people pleasers tend to get very tired and exhausted because everybody's pulling them everywhere, and they're trying to make everybody happy, and they're exhausted. They get exhausted and burned out. Um, that was me. That was how I lived my life. That was how I was raised. Was children were to be seen, not heard. So I was raised that my voice did not matter. Is what I got out of that, was what I had to say didn't matter. And so when there's other people that are so boisterous in a conversation, I would tend to pull back and not say and give my input, um, and not voice my input in that, because somebody else is being more boisterous and more boisterous, and often, taking over conversations because they want to give off and say everything that's coming to their mind. Um, and not being respectful that there's other people in the room that might wanna say something, but, you know, uh, in those situations, um, if it's something that I feel deep within me that really needs to be said, I will say it. And if it's something that, it doesn't really need to be said, then I don't, you know, and don't feel anything about the fact that I'm not saying something. It's input into a conversation with other people. But sometimes other people just really need to get off their chest what needs to be get off their chest. And I tend to want to, I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my neighbor is doing his yard. That is his thing. Mhm. And he started yesterday, and now he's touching up where he thinks that he messed some things up. I'm learning some new things about my neighbors by watching them. I love people watching. It is entertaining to me. I can't say I love it, but I like people watching. I'll say I like it because it's not really a love thing because I don't have to do it. It doesn't like make my world go round. But people watching is one of my favorite things to do because you get to learn so much about what people do and how they do stuff. And as you gain wisdom, as you get older and everything, you start to see things um, as people with their actions and reactions to stuff and what they do and how they are dealing with whatever it is that they're dealing with. But um, all these relationships, like I said, my neighbor, my customers at work, my coworker, my manager, my kids, my relationship with my kids, um, uh, are things that we need to uh I am so sorry, excuse me. Um, but there are things that we need to take time out to do. So I know that during COVID, I realized and paid attention to the fact that people were lonely. People were in their houses and stuff, and that I hadn't kept in contact with a lot of people. I started reaching out to people, and the people that responded in a way that were like, "Oh, wow, I'm so glad you called." And we had long conversations and checked in with each other. I put them on my calendar and I would check on them once a month, right around the same time that I checked on them before, because I would put it on the calendar for that day. Um, I would put it on that calendar for that day and then put it check the time frame or the repeat on my calendar and put repeat once a month. So I would get reminders that pop up on my phone to check in with the people that I started checking in with. And, of course, not every time can I do it whenever I did it, because when I put those on my calendar, nobody was working. So I was putting them on at random times of the day, and now I've got a job. So of course, I can't check on them in the middle of the day when I'm at work or whatever, unless I'm on lunch. But generally, those conversations are more than 30 minutes, and I need to eat sometimes at 30 minutes. But those conversations are longer than 30 minutes, so I generally don't do it when I'm at work. I try to do that on my off days, so that there is no time limit to whenever the conversation ends. Um, is what I like to do, is to give, a good amount of time, and, but we need to spend more time with the people that we care and love about, our friends. Sometimes, we spend a lot of time with the people at work. We spend 40 hours a week with the people at work. And mind you, there's 40 hours a week, and there's what, how many hours in a week? That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time that we spend with the people at work. Um, and it's more time than we often spend with our kids, because by the time we get home, cook dinner, check homework or whatever you do in your nighttime routine, we only really spend a few hours, maybe 2 hours a week with, or 2 hours a day with our kids, which which doesn't constitute to a lot of time. So that's only 14 hours a week that we're spending, with our kids, 14 hours during the our 5 days of work, for 14 hours of the day that we spend with our kids when we have a work day. But then on Saturday and Sundays, how much time are we spending with our kids? At least the ones that want to spend time with their parents, you know what I'm saying? Once they get into being to doing a lot of extracurricular activities and start getting into that high school age, they want to do other things that have nothing to do with you, other than you picking them up and dropping them off, you know? Which we have to be okay with. And the evolution of our relationships, we have to be okay with. Real quick, y'all, I want to offer you an opportunity to be a part of the Single Mom Level Up community. So we have the Single Moms Club, which is a free private Facebook group where this runs in there. We have other events that are coming up that are going to start running only in the Single Moms Club. Um, and we are starting this founding members group, and we're going to run that for a little while with some founding members of the Single Moms Level Up membership. So you're getting a um uh a founding member price for that. So this is a paid membership group. Mind you, this is not for everybody. Don't get your panties in a wad. It is not for everybody, and it's okay if this is not for you. Don't worry about it. Um, but if you want to know more information, you can go to Single Moms Level Up, sign up for the Single Moms Level Up membership group, and it is a monthly membership group. There's going to be more things going on in the Single Moms membership group where it is not just a monthly thing, um, or a yearly thing, and it will be a weekly thing where we'll have all kinds of other things that we will do during this time of that we spend together in the Single Moms Level Up. And mind you, there will be replays and unlimited access as long as your membership is up to date. I'm going to share my screen. Um, Actually, let me pull up the slide first because I didn't pull it up because I was running behind today. So normally I'm going to tell you I would so beat myself up for being late. I would be upset. I wouldn't be able to control my the anger at myself because of me being late, and it would distract from what I'm trying to do. So I'm getting better with that. Like I said, I took a deep breath. Um, Usually when it's with me and it doesn't require me to have to be speaking in front of other people, I would take more than just one deep breath. How many deep breaths a day have you actually taken? Um, the doctors and psychologists and things have said that we often are not taking complete breaths. We're short breathing ourselves. So we're just take it really short breaths and just keep going, but we're not really taking deep cleansing breaths throughout the day. And that's where the stress, the anxiety, and all that stuff creep in because we're not even breathing, y'all. We're not even totally breathing. So I got the slide up, but we're not breathing deeply enough where it's cleansing and our body relaxes and our molecules and everything that's inside our body can feel the intake of the air and the release of whatever it is that has been in us. I do believe that how things affect us, and when we keep it into in ourselves and within ourselves, in our minds, and we don't brain dump, we don't brain dump, we don't did- oh, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, so we don't do like brain dumps, we don't um uh work through these things that we have to work through to get through these situations. We try to just make it go, um, put it, under wraps, I guess, is what we think we're doing. But in all actuality, what we're doing is just making the whole thing worse. So I pulled up, okay, there it is. It is showing. I'm just checking to make sure it's broadcasting through. So I pulled up the membership. So this is what you get in the Single Moms Level Up membership. You'll get unlimited access to weekly talk replays. So we'll have talk sessions in our Single Moms Level Up membership. Unlimited access to the monthly event replays like these. You'll have that unlimited access. Um, uh, the single mom events, uh, resources. um, so there's some events that are going to be coming up that we're adding to our repertoire. But there's some events that we're going to be adding to what we do at Single Moms Level Up, that you will have access to these resources. Um, Not totally sure if how the shipping and all that stuff is going to work if you don't physically come to these events. But we will figure it out. We Here we go. So I mentioned this, that we'll have weekly single mom talk sessions. You'll get a welcome gift package. You'll get first notice of the new Single Mom Queen Box products, so that hey, I'd like to have some of those things, and hey, I wanna be part of that. I want to participate. I want to try to win that box. You'll get 2 tickets to the live Single Moms Conference. So, the Single Moms Conference is actually at the end of this month. This is our first annual conference. We've got some great guest speakers that we have. Look for it on social media, on IG, on I think there is a Facebook ad. No, it's a IG ad that's running through, but I think it also runs on Facebook. And also look for it on Pinterest. It was posted on Pinterest as well. So you'll get 2 tickets to the live Single Moms Conference. This is a virtual conference. Um, so you don't have to plan for tickets and leave your home and all those things. It will eventually be a hybrid. We'll work it into being a hybrid event once we start getting more momentum going, and more people participating. Then we will escalate it into a hybrid. So if you can't make it live, you can watch it on the virtual, and then if you can make it to the live event, then you can be at the live event. So we're looking into some venues for that, um, or and some hotels to make some package deals and all that. That's going to be in the works starting next year for the following year conference. So it will be a yearly conference, which will evolving into something else, into bigger and better things. There are payment plans available, but if you want to know what's going on with all of this, yeah, that's right. So go to SingleMomsLevelUp.com. So you go to SingleMomsLevelUp.com, you'll get another opportunity. I thought that was the wrong website, but it's correct. You'll get the opportunity to be entered in to win a Single Moms Queen Kit. Again, you'll have that another opportunity for that. This is a single mom's village. It's a single mom's village, and they say all the time, you hear it all the time, I should say, because I don't know who started saying it, but you hear it all the time. It takes a village to raise children, and that is very super duper true. Um, when it comes to single motherhood. For sure, we need a village. We need other people to help us out. I know and thank God for the people that were sent my way, that I reached out to and asked for help um in conversation. Um I had to learn to ask for help, but just in conversation, I mentioned what's going on with my life, sharing with somebody, and then they say, "You know what? I have a resource for that," or "Hey, go try this and go over here and do this and do that." And so I've had that happen several times in my life as in my journey as a single mom, and it's been wonderful. So yes, I'm going over because I'm giving y'all that 3 minutes that I was late. Okay, but but anyway, I'm not glistening as much today. Today was a better day, and though it is getting hot in here, and I ain't taking off on my clothes. Not we ain't doing that. It's not that type of party. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for joining. Go to SingleMomsLevelUp.com if you're interested in being a member of the Single Moms Level Up group that runs at in a different Facebook group that runs and does things all throughout the month. Weekly talk sessions, book clubs, all of that goes on and will be going on in the Single Moms Level Up paid membership. Not for everybody. It's okay. Don't get your panties in a wad. It's all right. If that's not for you, it's good. It's all good. Still come to the single moms events. The single mom events will always be on the free. Single mom events will always be on the free, and the Single Moms Club is free. So you still have an opportunity to run that free giveaway, the Single Moms Queen Kit that's given away every month. It's all good, y'all. It's all good in the neighborhood. Wherever you at is what, and whatever you could do is fine with us. Just be a part of the community. Let's get together. Let's go from just surviving to CEO in every area of our lives through self-care, self-love, and supporting one another. I'm out, y'all. I'm out. Hashtag single moms level up. Much love. See y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow's day 5. We talking about finances, y'all. What can we do about increasing our finances? What can we do about increasing? Yeah, I'm gonna say it again. Increasing our finances, because I don't know about you, single moms, but an increase will be all right with me. So I will see you all. Um, Tomorrow, day 5. Replays are available. Go to the guides if you're in the Single Moms Club, and the guides have everything all neatly placed there for you. You can hit the done button so you know you finished one, just in case you got a super busy life and you don't know, you need a little help keeping track of what you're doing. Um, and also the replays are available on the YouTube channel. On the YouTube channel, I will drop the link for the Single Moms Club. If you want to have an opportunity to win the Single Mom Queen Kit, you do have to be a member of the Single Moms Club private Facebook group. You have to have not have won in the past 90 days, and you need to give your biggest takeaway in the comments, and share or invite another single mom. Much love. Have a good night, y'all. Good morning, whenever you're watching this. Thank you for watching replays, and thank you for watching live. And I'll see y'all. Bye. Oh, totally hit the wrong button.